snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Touchdown, Giants! Tony Pollard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it's going to be second down. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ayuk goes in motion. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On second down, it's Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hey,
3rd and 12.
13, Luke. Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. direction. Now it's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Running right, Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get him! Touchdown, Cowboys!
Aaron Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns.
Past the 20. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, of course, in the quarterback, the number 4 is kind of like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes.
And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Now here's Mahomes. zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Chris Watkins.
66 yards.
And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
23 yards, the final tally. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
On third down, Lawrence. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Taking it right down Broadway.
How about this? He's to the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Aaron Jones
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Again, it's Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 8. In motion right, Watkins. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
McPherson on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
An inside give to Jones.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 190 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A solid stiff arm. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4 down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yard.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Tony Pollard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll go again to Jones. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A gain of 3, second down. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he will find his man Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mahomes now on first down. Finds his receiver, Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Mahomes. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Lavonte David now with his second sack here on opening night.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cowboys, they begin the...
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. It's the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it.